Howdy, welcome back to the homestead. As you can see, there's a fly flying around me, and that's the topic of today's video. I know this is my second video about flies, and I don't know if it's just here where I'm at, or if it's just because of all the birds I got and the bird droppings, or what, but flies are horrible this year. And you all know that I really love the Star Bar Captivator. I've got it still out in the tree where it was when I made the first video about flies, and this is the refills. I really like that system, but it does have one major drawback, and that's emptying the doggone thing. It gets pretty disgusting. Even emptying it once a week, it's still pretty gross when you empty it. But it's full of dead flies, and plus this attractant stuff smells horrible. So I was really glad the other day when I was at Rural King, and I found this. It's by Star Bar, and it's a milk jug trap. So I don't have a milk jug, I got a tea jug, sugar free, not unsweet. Unsweet tea is an abomination. This is sugar free sweet tea. But this pack of milk jug traps, it actually comes with two, but I've only got one milk jug at the moment. But it's got the little thing that goes in the top, and it's got the same attractant, so the same refills will work for these. And basically you just get a milk jug, fill it halfway with water, and put your attractant in. Ugh, man, stuff stinks. So it's got two. I wonder if you're supposed to put both of them in there at the same time. It don't say. I'm just going to put one in, we'll see how it works, and then if we need to next time we'll put another one in. But then you put your lid back on, and it said in the instructions to shake it up a little bit. And we'll give that a minute to dissolve. But the beauty of this versus the Captivator is when it gets all nasty and full of flies, just pull the top off, put your lid back on your gallon jug, and throw the whole thing away. Not inside the house, but that would be nasty. Alright, look at that. Oh, it stinks. Now, the instructions for this one said in cooler weather to put it in the sun, and in hot weather to put it in the shade, which makes sense. And it is forevermore hot. It's awful. So I'm going to put this in the shade. It said to put it within 4 feet of the ground or directly on the ground. So I believe I'm going to put this one directly on the ground below the quail cage. Another product that I found, and I've already used it, is this also by Starbar, Quick Strike fly bait. And man, this stuff is amazing. Basically, it's just a pelletized. It don't smell nearly as bad as that does. Actually, it smells like fish. But it's just a pelletized bait, and you just sprinkle it on the ground where you want to kill the flies at, and it kills them, man. It kills them overnight. And it's really good stuff. So I'm going to continue using this, and I'm going to put this underneath the quail cage, and I only have one jug at the moment. I'll put that other one out too. I'm going to put it over by the chicken coop. And I think that's really going to go a long way in fighting this fly problem. Whew, man, that thing stinks. At least outside. My question to you is, what do you use inside the house? I use fly strips, you know, the little coily things, and those work to some degree. And I bought this fly paper thing. It's in a roll and it's about this wide, and you hang it on the wall and you pull it out, and once it gets full you just fold it up and pull some more out and cut it, and that works okay. It really took about a week before the flies, even any flies, got on it. But I would really like to have something similar to this, a trap, something that's going to attract them and kill them, but for inside the house. All of these Starbar products say not for indoor use, and really I wouldn't want to use it indoors because it smells horrible. I don't know how many more times I can say that in this video before you understand how bad this smells. It's awful. But I really need some suggestions on what to use inside the house. These flies are driving me crazy. They're everywhere. Thousands of them. I've killed thousands of flies this year, and it doesn't even seem like I've made a dent in the population. It's driving me crazy. So if you got any suggestions, put it in the comments below. Hopefully I get 3 or 4 different ideas, and I can do a side-by-side comparison of inside the house like I did on the first video of comparing the 3 outdoor traps. But put it in the comments below what your suggestion is for ways to kill flies in the house. There is one other thing I want to talk about. Ticks, since we're talking about bugs. And ticks are awful this year too. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the weather conditions are just right. Maybe because we didn't have a very cold winter this past winter. But ticks are everywhere. And these little bitty tiny ones that you can't hardly even see. Everywhere. And I know the very best defense against ticks is guineas. And I have had the awfulest, foulest experience with guineas this year. I started back in the spring. I went to the Lawrenceburg chicken swap, and I spent $85 on 3 guineas, and brought them home, and you know, I kept them in a pen for a few days and let them out, and they bolted. They left, and a few days later My neighbor caught them. They went inside his chicken pen with his chickens, and he closed them up. And I went over there and I got them and I brought them back and tried to get them acclimated to here, and letting one of them loose each day. And then when I let all three of them loose, they bolted again, gone. And a few days later they came back and they were in the yard, and I thought, all right, well, maybe they're just making a big circle of the neighborhood and they'll come back, and just as long as they're eating the ticks, I don't care where they go. Well, that lasted about a week, and nobody in the neighborhood seen them since. So I guess something ate them. So then I got on Craigslist and I found somebody that had hatching eggs, and I spent $35 on 15 hatching eggs and brought them home, put them in the incubator. I filmed a whole video of putting them in the incubator, or at least the first part of the video. And about 2 weeks into the incubation period, I came home from work and the incubator was unplugged, and the temperature was at 68 degrees. And so apparently it had got unplugged the day before and nobody noticed, and I didn't think any of them were going to hatch, but I kept them in there and I put them in lockdown when I was supposed to, and 2 of them hatched. And well, both of them I had to help them hatch. But neither one of them survived. The first one died the first night, and the second one died, I think, either the next day or the day after. So I was done. No more guineas. Sick of it. And then went to Rural King. It's dangerous to go to Rural King, especially with the crazy chicken lady. She was with me, and well, the whole family was there, and they had guinea keats. And I bought a dozen of them. A dozen. I've got a dozen guineas, all different colors, mixed matched, and I'll show you at the end of this video. But they're, I think, 3 weeks old now. I'm getting ready to, when I get done filming this part, I'm going to go clean out their brooder and take them off of heat. Today's going to be when they come off of heat, and I'm going to build a guinea tractor. It's just like a chicken tractor, but it's for guineas. I crack myself up. Even if nobody else laughs, I do. But I'm going to build a guinea tractor and keep them in that for as long as I can. I'll probably, once they get old enough to where I could tell which ones are males and which ones are females, I'll probably keep 2 pairs, 2 males and 2 females, and sell the rest of them. But I want to make sure I get them to full grown, and I can tell for sure from, the only way I know how to tell with guineas is by the sounds that they make. You know, the males, they only make one sound. The females, they make all kinds of different sounds. Definitely almost sure that I have at least one female, because there's some weird sounds coming out of that brooder. But I've got a dozen guineas. Hopefully that will take care of the tick population, or at least put a dent in it. I believe probably for the rest of this summer anyway, I will keep them in the tractor and just move them around, and that way they know you know, come spring when I go to turn them out, they know that this is home, and maybe they'll stay here, and maybe I could train them to roost in the tractor. I know they're hard to train that way, but we'll give it a shot. But another thing that was suggested to me for ticks was diatomaceous earth, and I use that for the guineas, or not the guineas. Use it for the quail and the chickens in their dust baths. I don't leave the dust bath in with the quail all the time because they just make a mess out of it. I put it in about once a week. I leave it in for a day. And the chickens, they have made a dust bath area, and I just add the diatomaceous earth to that. But I plan on getting a rosebud. I don't know what the real name for it is, but it's a big syringe thing for powder, to spread powder on your garden and whatnot. And we'll get one of those and spray some of that diatomaceous earth around the house. So keep up the good fight if you're out there struggling with these bugs like I am. We've got to do something to get their populations down. Man, they're driving me crazy. Ticks and flies. Flies and ticks. I said that and a wasp just landed right there. Oh, you got away. I hate those things too. Devil bugs. You know, I love all of God's creation, but there's just a few things that I wish Noah wouldn't have let on the ark. And flies, and mosquitoes, ticks, I hate them. So I forgot to mention, I will find Amazon links for both of these products and the refills and put them in the description down below. Those will be affiliate links, so if you buy something using my links, I'll get a small percentage, like 2 or 3, sometimes 4%, and that really helps the channel. It helps me. I'm really hoping to earn enough to buy a microphone so that it improves the audio quality on the channel. But check the description for those links, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell notification. My last video, I didn't share it on social media for the first day, and it got 0 views. So nobody is seeing my videos in their notifications. So click that bell, and that way you'll get a notification that that I posted a new video. I try to stick to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and been experimenting with releasing videos different times of the day to figure out when's the best. So hopefully once I get that figured out, I'll have a set schedule. But for now, it's just kind of random. But thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. God bless you. We'll see you on the next one.